you guys are back in town.
This is...
All right, so who hired you guys?
Yes, I'm interested in that as well. If there's talk of
Well,
monetary
it
compensation.
was a half-elf woman named Indra Alagath. She's captain of militia here.
Oh yeah, the really scary half-elf lady.
She was very lovely.
Lovely. Yeah, that was the word I meant. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so we gonna go see her.
We're gonna
Okay.
go find her.
Yeah.
All right. So
Are
you-
we just Are we just toting a head as we're
I'm
doing?
toting-
In a bag, right? Like you got it covered up, or
Nope,
okay.
I don't have a bag.
Drawn a
So I can't
significant
fit it in
amount
the
of attention
Would it
to
fit in the pouch?
ourselves.
Oh, but we are still carrying this giant ass cauldron too,
Maybe
That too,
which
yeah.
I will offer to Indra.
Okay.
Right.
You make your way back to town hall and find her in her office behind mountains of paperwork. And she kind of looks up as you guys come in and goes, "Oh, you're back. Oh my God.
Hail and well met,
Hello.
Captain.
What is that smell?"
It is
Hag's head.
probably
Or
head.
soup. I
Absolutely.
don't, one of the two.
Or Holly.
I just like shoot a quick look at Soren.
Or holy.
We have done it. We have achieved our goal. Here is the bounty.
Well, wait. Our job was to investigate missing fishermen. Maybe we explain just a little bit.
A little bit would be nice.
Yes. So you see, we went out across the water. We found enchanted frost giant. We found sea hag, whose head is here. Obviously,
Is the sea hag?
obviously we slay her. And it seems that she and her giant were the ones who disposed the fishermen, I am sorry to say.
That was a long way to get to their dead.
I wanted you to
Yeah.
know why we had all these pieces.
That is fair.
Yes. I thought so.
Thank you. I don't know. This is all a lot to take in. The cauldron. Why?
Yes. You may enjoy this for the town. It is a magically filling cauldron. It always has soup in it.
It's unlimited food.
It never goes empty.
Isn't it amazing?
You can just put small amount of food in it, small amount of fish or vegetables,
That's like
and
more
it
for
will just
flavor, you know.
keep filling. Yes.
Definitely not human remains.
Holly
I
just, like,
kick. I literally
I'm going
kick
to
Flynn.
hit Flynn in the back
I
of the head.
literally kick Flynn before he gets that out.
That's your one for that.
Nice.
Multiply it.
She kind of looks back and forth between you, and then like runs a hand through her hair and goes, "Okay, may I see it? You have to understand this is a little bit fantastic."
Oh, of course. Yes, it is indeed. Maybe we go outside. I don't want soup on your floor. Yes.
Please no. Yes, let's go outside.
Okay. So like, if there's anything like in the cauldron, I'm gonna go ahead and dump that out, and then I'm gonna like set it down on the ground.
Okay.
Now watch as it magically reappears.
She's standing there with her arms crossed. She kind of just like glances at Flint and raises an eyebrow, and then goes back to watching. And in the bottom of the cauldron, it does start to bubble up again, and slowly, but enough to be able to see it increasing. And she goes, "Huh.
To be fair, we didn't believe it either at first.
No, that's I wouldn't. It's a good thing we have this. It seems like you're hungry."
It's almost lunchtime.
Okay. No, that's actually fantastic. And she kind of like lowers her shoulders a little bit, like there's just a little bit of tension gone, and she says, "Obviously, you'll get your original payment. We can pay you for this too. but I'll need to talk to the speaker first.
Of course.
This is big. This is very big.
You're telling me? Look at the size of it.
It was quite
Do
heavy.
you know how hard it
yes.
was to carry this thing? They
Yes,
had to do it.
you were,
I didn't.
I was about to say
Stare
you're
at
much help.
Guys, I'm trying to get some extra funds. But does not really whisper it.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Very obvious.
I don't know how much. Admittedly, I don't know how much we can pay for it right now. But let me talk to the speaker, and we'll come to worthy compensation.
Do you hear that? Worthy.
In the meantime,
We'll see about that.
let me go get your payment for finding or not finding the citizens.
Do you want the hag's head? I kind of just brought it as proof. I can throw it away though.
Yeah, if you could dispose of that,
Okay.
that would be better.
Okay, just for clarification, Hag's Head, good idea, bad idea? How do we feel about this?
Well,
Just the way you said it.
I'm of two minds about it. It does corroborate your story. I do believe you more, but also I wasn't paying you for a hag, so take it or leave it.
There were also lots of fishing poles. I think Flynn has those too,
I found the best one.
I just didn't want to bring back, like, remains.
I think this one has
It
like
was not
it
pretty.
has like an insignia, JRR. I don't know. Was that someone here?
There are quite a few people. You realize there are over 1,000 people in this town.
Oh, all the more merry for the soup. You need the food.
Oh, okay.
What?
Right.
Squirrel?
Yeah, I'm going to go get your payment now, and not think about what that was. And she walks back into the office and.
Did I say something wrong?
She thought it.
We specifically said don't tell him about the people soup part.
Well,
I didn't.
You
did.
did.
Flynn, I've come across this saying in my travels that I think might help you some. Say less.
Wow.
Talk less. Smile
Smile
more.
I was trying so hard not to.
I never thought about it that way. I've just been talking my way through all of life, but for what purpose?
Sometimes it's okay to just listen.
Oh, I could do that.
I'm gonna go take care of this hag's head. You all do whatever you need to.
Thank
Flynn
you,
just
Ray.
like stares into the void. trying to
Holly, do
listen.
you need to find friends of fishermen? Or do you
Yeah, I
think
think
word
that,
will get out?
I mean, that might be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, we can check by the docks. I do want to look at the ferry, actually,
Oh.
the frozen one.
Yes.
Because how long has it been since I found that letter?
It's been about. Would have been about 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. Okay, yes, I want to go check out the frozen ferry, please.
Okay. Are you going alone, or are you taking people? with
No,
you?
I can take. I'll
Okay.
take them.
So you make your way back down to the docks. Ray steps off to the side and drops the hag's head into the water. And
Oh, I
or
was
did you
thinking
want
like
to?
bury it in
Oh, yeah.
away from town,
Oh, okay.
so that if there were I don't know like critters that wanted to eat it,
Oh, okay. That's
so
fair.
no
they
one
wouldn't
sees
like.
you.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait
Walk
for.
around with that head.
We'll wait for Ray to get.
Okay,
back.
so you wait while Ray makes her way off
And
to
we
the
get
edge
our
of town.
payment, which was how much?
Which was, yes, thank you. I had forgotten. Which was 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, that's easy to split.
Yeah, I was about to say. Do you want to just split that
Quick
between
division.
everybody?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that makes plenty of sense.
Okay. 100 each, right?
Oh wow, there are 5 of us. I was literally gonna type that in a calculator.
You're good. You're good. I also quickly counted
good
all the
business,
people at the table.
I think we can retire early.
Well, we gotta give the DM his tax.
Yeah, true.
It's compensation.
What was
fee.
it? 20%?
50.
Better not be 50%.
10% is good enough for God. That's what I've always said.
There you go.
So Ray makes her way to the edge of town, buries the hag's head, and then walks back, rejoins you. You make your way back down the road to the Wet Trout Tavern, and behind it the docks with the ferry. As you approach the ferry, you come to the dock, and the dock is in the years of winter collapsed underneath the weight of the ice. The wood is crumpled down onto the frozen lake beneath it, and the ship, the ferry, from what you can see, the players may recognize like a tugboat kind of look, right? You have the keel and then a small cabin on top of it, and it is pitched up from where the ice has been built up underneath the front end of it. But you, looking at it, you could probably get into it from climbing onto the foredeck. But it is covered in ice and silent and dark.
I would like to explain
Yes.
real quick. Before I met you guys, I did a little excursion with someone else, and I found this letter that sort of unsettled me a bit as I pull up my notes. It's from Dwarf Sunblight, he was the leader in that, like the militant leader at that other time. He was a military leader, and there was a letter to him about demon metal, and I don't quite like the fact that there's demon metal anywhere around Diddy Town. I just wanted to check it out, mostly.
Demon metal is what?
Or the letter was from Dwarf.
Oh, sorry, from Dwarf. And, sorry, it unsettles me a little bit, and I just kind of wanted to figure out what that was.
Do you know what demon metal is?
Yeah, yes.
Roll history.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who knows what demon? Should I know what demon?
You
metal?
might also, if you want to roll.
Oh,
This is a very
17.
locale specific, though, so like your
okay.
history probably wouldn't.
17.
17?
yeah, mine's only gonna be a 11.
Okay. Nothing. You have come across this in tales of your ancestors,
Sure.
but they always also called it demon metal, and you've never seen it yourself. But so
Okay.
you know that this is something that you have heard about, and but it is something that is avoided, especially by the Goliath tribes.
Oh yes. Oh, so this is triggering. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
A little bit. Holly, you have heard it by a different name. The demon metal that especially the nomads and the Goliaths call it by is called by the more learned folk of Chardolin.
Yes, I think I would like to go away from here now. A demon metal is not
Well,
something to be played with.
I would like I'd like to as well, but I just want to see what it's about. Look, okay, speaking as a blacksmith, I don't touch the stuff, but I just want to know why it's
Right.
here.
Oh,
I don't know, it gives me the
I
willies.
will stand here and watch you.
So you think that stuff is like on the ferry, like up in there?
He's meeting someone here. And they asked about it. I don't know, it's setting off something in my head.
I'd like to know about this as well.
Yeah, I can't get it out of my head. So I just wanted to see if... Are there any fishermen around?
No.
Okay.
They're all dead.
What do you know about this stuff? I've never even heard of it.
Would I know any, like, lore behind it, or you want me to
You, it is considered to be cursed, hence the name demon, the nickname of demon metal. The people that you have heard about that have come into contact with it tend to become very paranoid and hallucinate and have very adverse reactions to it. See things act differently, become just a whole personality shift, sometimes temporarily, sometimes permanently.
I just relay that information. And I don't like that fact, which is...
It also has a tendency to draw evil beings to it.
relay that.
It is
okay.
very, very bad juju.
So I
Yes.
kind of want to know why these people who have some sway have that
Yeah, fair.
possession.
We can't
I don't like it.
like that kind of stuff like just roaming around town. That doesn't seem safe at all.
Another thing I want to make sure. So the
Yeah, sorry, I can't.
No, you're good. The fort in which you found that letter
Mm-hmm.
belonged to a DUERGAR warlord, not just not. It wasn't like a townsperson.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dwargar, which is
Evil dwarves.
The
Evil
evil
dwarves, yeah.
dwarves. That's right.
Yeah, and that you would know.
Yeah, because we had a whole
A whole thing about the evil dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
we're stealing from the invisible dwarves.
See, that's a callback for everyone else. Just wanted to make sure
Yep.
everybody.
Yeah, you
Now
remember.
the
You
audience
just wanted to make sure that
remembered.
everyone else.
So do you guys think that this may have something to do with the invisible dwarves apparently running all over the place?
The what?
Yeah. You know, your boy. Your boy told us about it.
Okay, listen. We picked these two up later, yes? That was it. We met them after we did that. Okay, so we meet this.
You met her after. Ray was with us.
Yeah, I was with you.
Oh,
Ray
yes. Ray pops in and out.
She's almost like an echo.
Holly, you would also know from your first encounter with them that DUERGAR do have the ability to turn invisible
Oh, okay.
for small periods of time.
Gotcha.
Very nifty.
And we tell her about the ridiculous ya boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that was a real name that came up. And Tim thought himself very clever.
Tim, would you mind describing your boy for
Please.
for Tori?
Your boy is a halfling bard that is very specifically a medium, and so when he summoned the ghost of the White Lady to talk to them and ask questions, but during his medium experiences, he has the opportunity to yell, "Come to me, spirits! It's me, your boy."
Yep, he sure did.
This is first name and last name. Yeah.
Yeah,
boy.
boy. We were introduced to him as Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Only finding out later that his last name was
Boy.
Boy.
I chuckled to myself for 2 weeks before I did that.
Classic.
Oh my gosh.
God, I can't wait.
Actually, can we go find your boy?
Yeah, you could.
I want to go find your boy because I want to tell him we found the White Lady's treasure. Because he's going to be pissed. And it'll be very funny.
It's fair. Do you want to do that now, or
You
you're
know?
at the ferry?
So here's
Yeah.
the thing. Given what I just found out about demon metal, don't think Zoria's sticking around for this.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
You
I
going?
don't. I definitely will not
I've
go
got your
in.
back.
All right, just real quick look. I don't know if anyone's even been around here. I mean, we can ask some fishermen if they've seen anyone come around. I just want to take a little peek.
I will wait for you. Here. Far
Alright.
away.
All right.
Do you want me
Do
to?
not bring any back.
Oh, no,
Zoria.
absolutely not.
Zoe, do you want me to wait with you?
If you want to.
I go to like try to take her hand.
I hold your hand.
Oh.
Hold on, let me look at something really quick.
Which is just me taking like her finger.
Yeah, you're like up
basically.
here.
Yeah.
Aye,
It's going to be okay, Zoria. They're going to be okay.
aye. Yes, I hope so.
All right. So, are the other 3 of you going on to the ship?
I would like to go on the ship. Yeah.
Okay.
Before I do,
Mhm.
I go up to Zoria, and
Yeah.
I'm actually going to cast Enhance Ability on her
Oh, sweet.
and give her Owl's Wisdom. So you get advantage on all wisdom checks.
Cool.
And just say, if you could just keep a lookout and just yell if anybody is coming this way.
Absolutely.
And that lasts for, how long does that last? That lasts for an hour.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I got Al's wisdom,
Mhm,
so.
mhm.
Cast. Come on. There we okay.
I can do
did
it.
it.
There
Did
we
it. And then go up onto the boat as quietly as I possibly can,
Okay.
which is going to be a disadvantage for me.
Yep. If you could.
She says clang, clang,
if the 3 of you are
clang.
trying to go quietly, if you could roll stealth checks for me as you climb up.
Yeah, should we want to go first?
Are we could, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Since we don't make noise.
A lot of noise. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
This is just normal.
Oof.
All right. I would like to hear.
It's an 8.
An 8, okay.
14.
14. And are you going? Are they just going first?
Yeah, that was really good. I'm actually gonna let them go a little bit and then just kind of
Yeah.
immediately follow them. And that is
Kind of immediately.
8.
Okay.
We all did great.
Okay, so as you guys climb up onto the boat, you step over and you feel like you're moving pretty quietly until Ray, stepping forwards, puts her onto one of the planks and then you take another step. This wood is very shoddy and is quite creaky.
Be a bit lighter with your steps.
I'll stay here. And you go ahead.
Okay.
Or alternatively, we could just talk normally. They probably know we're here now.
Can I
Clang, clang, clang.
roll perception?
Yes. Yes, you may.
She's smart, but not the smartest.
That one
Oh no.
for a total of 5.
Everything's quiet.
Except for me.
Classic, okay.
Classic Ray.
Alright, I'm looking for any footprints. No, like as I'm
Okay.
sort of walking in towards the interior.
Mm-hmm. Roll perception.
Okay, come on.
I'd also be keeping my
Oh my
ears out.
Yeah. So you go ahead and roll as well.
5. What is happening?
Okay, cool. 21.
God.
Yay.
I love being useless.
Yeah, it's great.
You don't. Hang on. Okay. You don't. You hear the wind kind of blowing across the lake and the bustle of town behind you. But as far as here on the boat, you hear just the slightest creaking sound every now and then, and it's hard to tell if it's what you're actually hearing. Perhaps it's just the wind, but it does. The boat does make some noise. You don't see anything, Holly.
Yep.
It's hard to what you do see as you're looking around, and all three of you would see this, is that the deck has been kind of swept clean. It looks like when they disbanded the ferry, probably the townspeople came and kind of took everything off of it.
Gotcha.
Everything is covered in a layer of snow and ice, except the door to the cabin, which has been chipped away. Both of you see that the ice has been chipped away.
Yeah.
Holly has a hard time telling.
Oh.
We had the same perception roll.
Oh, never mind. Soren, you see.
It seems that someone could very well be here, judging by the door.
Oh, very perceptive of you. I didn't notice that at all.
Perfect. Maybe I should be honest now. I don't have a plan. I just want to see what's here. And see if they're here and the stuff is here. The metal specifically.
We could just bust in and confront them.
I mean, I'm always up for a fight, so
Oh,
great. Kicks door.
I love a good scrap.
Okay.
Rolling
So
initiative.
if we're just gonna go in, do we want to maybe see if Zoria and Flynn are interested in helping, or just do this thing on our own?
Are we retconning it, or have you already kicked the door?
No, haven't
Okay.
kicked the door yet. I mean, we can, yeah?
Yeah, Zoria's not coming.
Yeah, that's...
So meanwhile, Flynn is just like holding Zori's hand, and he's like,
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that my left foot is like a little smaller than my right. It's really weird. I don't know. Huh? What? Did you hear that, Zoria?
No. I
Are you
hear
guys calling to us?
nothing.
No,
Not yet, no.
I'm like doing this kind of thing.
Can we see you?
I cannot.
Yeah, I mean, you always have, unless
I
you were
see
inside,
nothing.
you always have kind of dim lighting, because even though it's nighttime, the light of the aurora does cast off quite a bit.
Okay.
So you can always see like 30 feet even without dark vision, but it is dim lighting at all times.
Gotcha.
I think Ray's signaling to us, Orya.
No,
But they may need help.
I do not think so.
So they're signaling. You don't think they need help?
No.
Well, okay then. If you think they're fine, I'll
That is a place I will not go. There is a chance of dark evil. I have other things that I could do.
Okay, well, I think that
Yeah, are you still trying to signal to me?
I know, I did the thing and we're just like hanging out for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least I am.
You
Yeah.
totally see Zoria like looking everywhere except at you.
Well,
And she's keeping a good eye out.
Suppose they're gonna.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Go ahead and roll.
You
Okay.
have advantage.
Yes.
I have advantage.
So it's a wisdom check.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 20.
Okay, cool. As you're sitting there watching and trying not to look at Ray, you look back towards town and you spot something changing in the snow. You see a pair of footprints kind of moving in your direction, and then turns around and starts moving in the other back towards town.
Oh, I scared him.
It's just footprints.
Just footprints in the snow.
Oh, I'm gonna follow those.
Okay.
Hail and well met, friends.
Are you yelling that?
Yeah.
Okay.
who are you talking to, Zoria?
No.
There are footprints in snow with no one attached.
They
yes.
just keep moving.
Okay, I
no
will-
response.
I would like to see where they go. Yes.
Okay.
Do I see them?
Roll perception.
This is gonna go
Oh
poorly.
no! Oh no! I've done a terrible thing. But Zoria would totally
you
do
can't
that.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
14.
14. No, you don't. You don't. The DC was actually 20. You don't see anything. But Zoria is now moving away from you, yelling at the dark. So, back to the boat. The three of you are on deck. I believe Holly is about to kick in the door.
I suppose they're not coming.
Yeah. Do you want to do like grand entrance or try to creak this open a little bit?
we tried the creaking earlier and succeeded, but not in the way we wanted. So
True. Because I really want to kick this door open. Kick the door. All right, and I kick the door open.
Okay. Roll me strength check. Athletics. Roll me an
please.
athletics check.
Please, athletics. Okay. Awesome. Okay. 14.
Okay.
That's better.
Above a 10.
You
Yeah, above 10.
Yeah.
You plant your foot just beneath the door handle, and it poof, kicks open, slams
Yeah,
into
it
the
does.
interior, and you find yourself face to face with a dark room.
I told you.
I
You
look
can
in the
s-
dark room.
You look in the dark room, roll a deception. Roll perception. Perception.
Like before perception, like what do I see?
What's that? Yeah. So in
I've
front
got
of
dark vision.
Dark room. I don't.
in the cabin, you see a table on the opposite side of the room, a couple of chairs, and you can see a couple of bedrolls laid out on the ground.
Okay. Well, it looks like this is probably the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing terribly interesting,
Just walk in.
unfortunately.
Looking around.
Um,
Does it look like the bedrolls?
I hate that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hate that too. That the bedrolls were put out recently.
As you're walking through the door, you feel like
Perfect.
they've been there for a little while. After you walk through the door, you hear a yelling from the corner behind you and feel a knife plunge into your back. Just to make sure, a 22 does hit. I don't want. Okay, cool.
It It sure does.
Why is it always the cleric?
Because I'm an idiot. I
A,
keep going first.
a dagger plunges into your back, and you feel this pulsing in your brain.
Oh my god.
And you take.
Did this guy just poison me?
Why do I
Jesus.
always lose my d4s? Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, there
well,
it is.
I'm not...
Aha. Okay. All right. So you take 4 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 11 points of psychic damage.
Oh my god.
Holy moly.
Oof.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
really smart, so she's resistant to that.
Yeah.
Jesus
At this point,
Christ.
HP.
Okay,
roll
bud.
initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh, bud.
Oh, right.
Need
So,
healing.
Soren, you see this small dark figure leap from behind the door onto your friend's back and plunge a knife into her shoulder blades. And that is where you will start.
Well, this displeases me. So, I'm going to draw my short sword and slice this fool.
I like to
Go ahead
imagine
and roll
that
your attack.
you stab him in the back, and then it's just like a circle of
I
backstabbing.
stab you in the back. You
Right.
stab me in the back.
Yep.
And they have not had a turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I also believe you're flanking,
Okay, sweet.
just based off of what I said.
Yes.
20 total.
Take it back. She's not engaged with it yet. But yes, that does hit.
Having a knife in the back is an engage.
Apparently,
Well, she is not
I was
actively.
surprised.
Okay, so 20 hits. Roll your damage.
Engaged right down myself.
Yeah.
10.
10? Okay. All right. You take the short sword and bring it down across its back, and it cuts through the fabric of its robe, and it kind of twists to the side and falls off of Holly. And you see a kind of twisted, squat, gray face with glowing blue eyes snarl at you. Do you understand Undercommon?
I don't.
Okay. So you just hear this kind of like guttural hissing and grunting for a few moments, and then that is the end of the attack. What else would you like to do?
Can I just take a second to look around and see if there
Sure.
I
Roll
see any
perception.
other figures?
I'll let you do that. I think it's technically supposed to be an action, but I don't care.
Oh, okay. 16?
16. You don't see anything immediately.
Okay, cool.
I also have that as a bonus
That
action.
is it.
Okay. Then that
His word choices are point.
Yeah,
brings
I
us
know.
back to the DUERGAR.
Oh, good.
Who,
Oh, I like how you confirm that that's what it is now. We didn't
Now it's their
previously
turn.
know that.
Yep. No, it's their turn.
I mean,
Oh, wait, unless it's the DUERGAR in their cabin.
What?
Wait,
Yes, the-
where?
which figure are you talking about? The one in the cabin or the one that...
In the cabin.
Okay.
In the cabin.
Oh.
Yeah, the figure in the cabin is a DUERGAR. Okay, so the DUERGAR, after getting hit by you, looks you in the eye and says something. It's hard to make out what, but you feel this kind of whispering, piercing into your brain. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
Come on.
Hey.
Oh, that's 20.
Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. You feel this pulse to swing your sword at Holly, but then manage to shake it off and
That's
resist.
good.
It looks at you and is very frustrated by the fact that you managed to get away from that, and is going to lunge at you with its dagger.
Very rude.
I know.
A 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
Get off of me.
Nice. Less nice. All right, so you take 4 points of piercing damage and 5 points of psychic damage as you feel that same kind of ripping inside your brain.
Ouch.
Don't like that.
All right. And that is going to end its turn.
Knives that do psychic damage.
yeah, I
Am
like
I believe.
Don't
All
like
right.
that.
So, Zoria,
Yes.
you're up.
Yes. So I am in pursuit of these footprints. I am following them, and I shout out, I say, Flynn, the footprints. And I don't know what else to do because I'm just following these footprints.
Yeah. Okay. So, you are you walking, sprinting? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sprinting. I'm running. I'm
Okay.
trying to catch up to this fool.
Okay. You get within 20 feet of it. Yeah, you can see the footprints about 20 feet away.
Okay,
And that will end your turn, unless you have a bonus action. Okay.
that's fine.
Ray, the chaos is unfolded in front of you. What do you do?
I pull out my longsword and so like the DUERGAR is behind Holly. Is there room like on either side of it?
There's enough room that you could step in next to Soren and swing at it if you wanted.
Okay. Is there room on the other side too?
What?
What?
Oh, to get around them?
I'll just do the thing.
Yeah.
So Ray is going to kind of try to like slide in next to Soren with her longsword. And at the same time, this gray figure kind of morphs out of her body and runs to the other side. And she's going to make an attack from her position and from the Echo's position.
Ooh.
Roll your attacks.
All right.
So this is Ray. Nat 20.
Nice. Roll your damage.
And the other one's a 15.
Okay. Roll your damage for the 20 and
Find my damage dice.
yep, the 15 hits too. Roll for that one as well.
Sweet.
All right. Nice. Maybe you can just lay him out.
Right.
That's the idea.
That would be great.
Get him.
11 for the first one,
Okay.
and it's going to be 8 for the second one.
Okay. All right.
Just because I need to make sure. Did you double the first one?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right. You bring your sword down from both sides of him, and he kind of like gets like twisted around by the two hits and is unsure of what's happening. But
enough.
he's not looking good.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's what I like to
Yeah,
hear.
that's what I
Bleeding
like to
quite
hear.
a bit.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right, which brings us to Holly.
Great. I am gonna cast Healing Word on myself first, which is it's
First
a bonus
things
action.
first.
But first things first, I would like to heal perfect 4 points.
I know that feeling.
Well, you know.
Rolled a 1 on this. That's totally fine. And then I am gonna swing around with my hand axe and just cleave towards him.
Okay, roll your attack.
Please, come on.
Ideally, yeah.
Oh no.
Does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit. I'm
Cool.
sorry.
I just hit the wall behind.
You really tried.
You're in a lot of pain and still trying
Yeah,
to kind of recover from that
And
pulsing in your
shock,
head.
yeah.
And, still surprised, so turn around and swing, but not can't quite pin down where he is.
At least I didn't burn a spell. That's what matters.
All right, Flynn, you are up.
Okay, I hear Zoria call out to me about the footprints, and so I look in that direction, and I see her moving away. So I quickly yell back, "Guys, I think Zoria's onto something!" And then I dash that direction.
Okay.
Should I have flagged
And so how far away am I from the footprints?
So Zoria would have started 80 feet away because she used 60 feet of movement to put her within 20 feet. You would probably have been 10 feet behind her when you started because she had started moving first. And you can move 50 feet sprinting, yeah?
So I can move 25 feet normal.
So then, if you were to use your action
50
to
feet,
move,
yeah.
you could move 50 feet. So you would get within 40 feet of it.
Okay. If I just did my normal 25 feet, that would put me within, because I can't do math right now,
65.
65?
Mm-hmm.
Any chance you can fudge a little bit?
You need 5 feet.
I need 5 feet.
I'll give you 5 feet.
Can I please, sir, have 5 feet?
May I have 5 feet, please?
Couple
I
of
am
steps
small.
a little bigger.
I see it. I dash towards it, but I don't actually dash. And I get within 60 feet with it. 60, everyone.
Specifically.
Yes, a specific.
And I cast Fairy Fire in the 20-foot radius where
Okay.
it is.
Oh.
Is that a dex save or?
It's a dex save for 12.
In a 20-foot radius
Yeah.
of where it is?
Yes.
Does that hit me? No, I'm
No,
20
you're
feet
within,
away.
you're within
20
like
feet
40
away.
feet.
Yeah.
Make sure it doesn't get advantage on that.
Oh no.
Oh, you're good. Ooh, 19 on the die.
It's all right.
So you,
it's
you
okay.
hold out your hand, and then this burst of cold flame kind of erupts in the area, but you don't see it wash over anything. Whatever was there seems to have anticipated an attack.
Gotcha. All right. That's my move.
Okay. All right. Then that brings us back to Soren.
Sweet. I'm gonna take another swing at this guy
Mm-hmm.
before he psychically fucks with me again.
Yeah.
And I assume we're super flanking.
Yeah. Now you were flanking. Now you were super flanking.
That means that you get to roll 3
Yeah.
d20s
Yeah,
and
you
take the
get
highest.
2 edge.
Roger that. 21.
There we go.
21 hits. Roll your damage.
15.
Okay. All right. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna run him through the chest and kind of like pick him up a little bit and like toss him down.
Nice. All right, full Sephiroth, Aerith style. You guys watch as Soren just runs this DUERGAR through with his sword. It comes erupting out of his chest, and falls silent, and then drops him to the ground.
Yeah.
Flicks the blood off, full katana style.
Thank you, and sorry.
I don't know.
And just for expediency, while you guys are chasing it, do you have anything you want to do, or are you just going to keep trying to run after it?
I was going to cast poison spray on it.
Okay. What does that take?
So, it's one action, and I extend. I have to be within 10 feet, so I just go another 10 feet
Sure.
to catch up to it. And they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It does not.
All right. So that means you take 1d12 poison damage.
Nice.
And it's a puff of noxious gas.
Ooh.
So if there's a thing, I guess it would be there. That's 2 points.
2 points. Okay.
I got a 2 on a d12.
Oof.
So
Do you not add
rude.
anything? Like, no. Okay.
Not for
Yeah.
not for poison spray.
Okay. So you hold out your hands and let this noxious fluid kind of spray out in front of you, and you do hear a yelp from the creature. Let me just make sure.
You're okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you hear a yelp, but it does keep running off and moves another 50 feet away from you.
Damn, these things are fast.
Yeah. It's dashing.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just dashing.
running.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Dashing, yeah.
Actually, these things are slow.
Yeah.
These things are my level.
Flynn, is there anything you can do? You probably have one more round before, like, each of you will be able to go one more time before it escapes.
Yeah, I mean, it's invisible.
Mhm.
So would I have a disadvantage on trying to Eldritch Blast it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Doesn't
mean you can't do it,
Yeah,
but it is a disadvantage.
I'm just gonna like be running. I'm like, I can't keep up.
He'll be fine. Zoria, he'll be fine. We scared it away. We did the job.
Zoria, is there anything else you want to try?
Nah.
Okay.
My little legs can't
you-
go any further.
I don't want to get too far away from them in case it's big trouble.
Yeah, you do chase it to the edge of town, but you kind of like hit this gathering of people like moving about in the street, and the footprints disappear into them, and you lose track of it.
And don't come back.
Keep walking. Back on the boat, you are standing in the cabin with this now dead DUERGAR, and are free to look around. And the rest of you say like give it a minute, and then you'll rejoin. So,
Can I examine that dagger that he had?
I was about to take a
yeah,
look at
roll
that with you.
investigation on it.
Sweet. 8.
8. Okay. It is a dagger. The dagger seems
Sick.
Hey.
the dagger seems pretty standard. You've been quite proficient with knives and daggers throughout your life, and this one feels and looks like a lot of the ones that you have used. However, it is coated in a poison. From you looking at it, you can't tell how long it is going to stay usable. But it is at least currently coated.
That explains the crushing headache.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself again. Please. Thank you, 2. 5.
One better than
5.
last time.
Yep.
So I have and am proficient with a poisoner's kit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I would be able to surmise how this was made and potentially replicate it? Is that part of?
Roll. You said you have one and you're proficient?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence check at advantage, and add your proficiency modifier since you're proficient with the tools.
21.
Okay. You feel like you could. You can't just here in the
spot.
dark.
Yeah.
But you feel like spending some time with it, and given some resources to experiment with materials, you would be able to figure it out.
Nice. Well, I'm going to keep this for further examination later,
All right.
if that's all right.
That's
with you.
totally fine.
I just slipped it into my belt.
I was just
You guys are back now.
yeah, I figured we'd be back.
Yeah.
But I would assume
Zoria,
She
do you
may
want
not
to
wanna
come
go
up on the
still.
ferry?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on the others.
so I get up in there and I see the dead dwarf.
Whoa! Maybe that's what we were chasing too. There was another one down there.
Oh,
There was?
interesting.
But invisible. We just saw footprints.
Oh,
That's
so how do you
actually-
know that it was this?
I don't.
Okay.
There's just another guy.
But it's a dwarf. We heard about invisible dwarves.
I suppose that's fair, yes.
I put 2 and 2 together and got 5.
We never saw
But
this one.
you are smarter than this.
That was a joke, Ray. We were joking. You're a jokester. You did the joke earlier.
Right.
Did.
So what's around here?
Yes.
I may have made a mistake.
Nah.
Well, I think there's like an inn and.
Oh my god.
In the room.
I'm gonna just start looking around the
Just
room.
look. You can see it, the beds and tables.
I'm looking around the room for any like letters, personal effects, anything like that could have been left over.
Roll investigation for me.
10.
Okay.
Oh
Oh, that's enough.
my god.
You do find on the table. You find a couple of letters
Okay.
and a map. The map is of the Icewind Dale. you can see where they have marked the locations of all of 10 towns.
Okay.
And they are numbered.
Okay.
Starting in a counterclockwise, if you look at your map, they're kind of circular. Counterclockwise, they're numbered with 1 at East Haven, and moving counterclockwise around to Bryn Shander at 10.
Okay.
There is also in the mountains of the spine of the world.
Mm-hmm.
There is a mark and the word Sunblight.
Okay.
You might say, Tim, that's 2 words. No, it's 1 word.
It just in spine of the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use my cartographer's tools
Mm-hmm.
to copy that onto my own map.
Okay. Yeah. You do that pretty easily.
Yeah.
No need for a check there. The letters, as you're reading through them, given the investigation check, you're not pulling any extreme detail from them.
Mm-hmm.
But the one phrase jumps out at you. How much longer until the beast is ready?
Ooh.
The next shipment will be delivered soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you something was up.
Yeah, that's weird. I would totally rate Goodmead way higher than Bryn Shander. As far as towns go, that's so odd.
I'm not entirely sure that's what's going on.
What's going on?
Well, it seems a
don't
bit
know.
mysterious.
Oh wait, sorry. Dugan's Hole. Dugan's Hole is 1. Goodmead is 2. East Haven is 3. And then it goes counterclockwise. I forgot that they're...
My statement still stands.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, so Dugan's Hole has a 1 next to it.
Okay.
Goodmead is 2. East Haven is 3. And then it continues counterclockwise around the
Okay.
loop.
So,
Right.
any idea what these numbers mean if it's not ranking of the best, vacation spots in Icewind Dale?
I'm not sure, but
The best vacations.
I'm not too happy about the next shipment will arrive soon thing, and I would assume that means demon metal? I could be wrong, but it sort of matches up with my letter. And I actually take out the letter that I had and see if the writing matches up.
It does.
And it matches, so these are from Der Sunlight.
How's their penmanship?
Blocky. It is very plain. It is... makes it easy to read. But it's very undecorated.
Very
Yeah,
business
yeah.
oriented.
Yeah,
Like architects.
exactly. Yes. Like if they wrote on grid paper, it all fit perfectly.
Perfect, yes.
Well, it doesn't seem like, I don't know. It seems very, it's almost like an underground business or something that's going on.
I'd agree with you. He was writing this letter, the one that I found, to Nildar. Nildar.
Should we-
I can't remember who that is. Can
Nildar Sunblight.
I? Okay.
I feel like this affects everybody. Should we take this stuff to the leader of the gods of East Haven?
I
I would.
don't think so.
I'm a bit 50-50 on it, actually.
So vigilante then.
To be fair, yes, I think that might be a better call. I don't know that the guards can do much. We might be able to glean some information off of them, but because this seems to span all of the 10 towns, no one town guard would have jurisdiction.
Maybe, like a little bit of a warning. I don't like the counting of each town, and we are in number 3.
So maybe we go to number 4? or we start at 1 and go from there.
I could do that. I don't know. To be honest, this was more than I was anticipating on finding. Too
Although-
bad we killed that guy.
Although it sounds like there may have been one more, Flynn.
There was one more, but he got away. He's a quick little guy.
Did he run into town or away?
Yeah, right? Did he went into
Yeah,
the
into
town?
town.
Okay. Yeah, he went into the town, disappeared in the crowd. So he's out there somewhere.
Might be able to find him.
I think it might be worth bringing the DUERGAR to the town guard.
Agreed.
Perhaps just its head.
We could go see our.
Well,
I like how sassy Soren's gotten.
Yes, I love it.
I love it.
the body's here, and it's a little easier to transport than Sea Hag.
Sure.
Right.
But Flynn was ready to chop the head off.
Oh, right. Okay.
You've gotten quite gruesome there, Flynn, in such a short time. Not too long ago, you were appalled.
I just want to fit in.
I mean,
Peer pressure.
if there was something coming this way, maybe we could go to the outskirts and wait and see if it comes back.
Or maybe it's already here.
Or maybe. Maybe.
Is there? Sorry, go ahead.
I want to look for, around the floorboards to see if maybe there's a hatch or something that leads down under the cabin. Because it's at, deck level, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's at deck level.
So there is theoretically quite a bit of space under
Mm-hmm.
the deck. Okay.
So it's roll investigation.
That is a 18.
Okay. You're poking around, and there's the 2 bedrolls that you saw previously.
Yeah.
And as you pull one back, you do find a hatch underneath it, a trapdoor of sorts.
A trapdoor.
Trapdoor. Not a troubadour, though. Yeah. So you do find a hatch.
Lovely. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for in here.
Great, you first.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair, I suppose. I will.
As I'm holding my bleeding shoulder.
I will open the hatch and take a look inside before stepping in.
Looking down, there's a ladder that goes down into the shadow, and your dark vision does allow you to see the rest of the room. It's very open, so you don't have a hard time seeing. There are 2 lines of bedrolls. You count 12.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Is there any chest or anything that would contain?
Not that you can
Items, or is it just
see.
bedrolls?
There's a couple of you do spot a backpack next to one of them, and a couple of little leather pouches, coin purses, but nothing, no chest or anything.
Okay. Well, I think we can surmise that they'll probably come back at some point.
I'd agree.
This is the headquarters, the HQ, if you will.
Yes. Or maybe just an outpost. This seems like a strange place for their headquarters to be.
That's true. There's so many of these beds. Look, 1, 2, 3. There's 12, 14?
Well, yeah, but it seems to span more than just this town, so it'd be weird to just have their headquarters on a boat.
I'd do it.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Alright.
Can I roll perception to see if I hear any invisible dwarves down below?
Yes, you may.
It's okay.
7.
You don't hear anything.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go down.
All right, cool.
Oh, all right.
I'll follow as well.
Watch my back.
You got it.
Oh, I run out to Zoria real quick and say,
Look, we found a hatch. We're going to go down and check it out.
That sounds like a bad idea.
What? Okay, anyway, bye.
In the hatch, as you're poking around, you don't find anything untowardly, anything unexpected.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation real quick.
All right.
I actually am not going to go down the hatch. I'm just going to kind of keep my head poked through.
Oh, come on. That is a 7.
Okay. You poking around, you search through the coin purses that you find, and you do find a total of 18 silver pieces.
Sick.
And looking through the backpack, it seems to be like an adventurer's backpack. If you were to look in D&D Beyond, with rope and rations and the kind of typical traveler's gear.
Yeah.
But nothing else jumps out at you at the moment.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I use my detect magic to see if I sniff out anything magical in the area.
12 dwarf side. No. No. You sniff around, but nothing's triggering a response here.
I'll take the silver pieces and I'll take the backpack, see if I can sell it or something. Come back up and doesn't seem like there's anything down there. They're all out and about.
Well, then perhaps we should go and wait and see who comes back.
Lay a trap of some sort. I like it. I like traps.
Let's do it.
Right. Hop off the boat.
Yeah.
You said you copied what was on the map, right?
Yeah, I copied.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna relay this to Zoria.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
There doesn't seem to be any demon metal.
so that was
Well, that is
Good.
good.
The ship is safe if you want to come look at it.
So
there's
right.
a dead guy up there.
Oh, good job. I guess.
Actually, now that I think of that, should we hide that?
That's probably a good idea. Overboard?
Yeah, just
onto
heave
the-
ho.
We could
Onto
roll
the
him up
ice?
in the bedroll and pretend like he's asleep.
That's not the worst idea.
I actually
We
really
only-
like that idea.
We only need a moment.
He froze
Let's
to
go do
death.
that.
Yes, he froze to death with a big stab wound in the stomach.
That's a bit of a heavy sleeper.
They'll never notice.
All right, so you tuck in the dead DUERGAR.
Yep.
And now you have a DUERGAR on a bed and a boat. What do you wish to do?
In a boat?
In a boat. Where
Wait,
are
we
you setting
have
a
the boat?
We own this
It is our
you,
boat
you
now?
don't still don't own it. The owner is probably still somewhere in East Haven.
Sure.
But so you do not own the boat. Hold your horses.
Possession is like
Nonsense.
Most
That's
of
the
it.
law,
Most of
yeah,
it, yeah.
Does anyone have any ball bearings or caltrops or?
Oh, I do. I've got some ball bearings.
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
yeah, mine
yeah.
are, I think, in a cave somewhere.
Oh no!
You didn't pick
Oh
those
no.
I didn't really have the opportunity.
up?
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
Unless one of you did.
Oh,
Well.
yes, here they are, right there.
Retcon
No, I
all the way back.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
6
yeah.
sessions ago.
I have 950 ball bearings. I've counted every one of them.
Good for you. Well, let's say we put some in the doorway. That way we'll hear them when they get here.
I will
I like that.
sprinkle them in the doorway.
Okay.
Probably like a good 200, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what would be
So
excessive here.
it takes 100 per square foot.
So I would assume 36-inch door. So 300.
If you just wanted a line across, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
That
just do
should be
that.
enough.
Okay. Yeah. You put a line of ball bearings across the door.
And then a rope. And we're gonna trip them. We're gonna
Now, does
Will
anyone have
Scooby-Doo, I like
gonna
it.
slip and trip.
anybody have a banana peel? We put it right in front, yes? What?
I'm not sure the native to someday.
Whoever grew a banana tree.
You could get some honey from Goodmead, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that might be quite the trip.
Like
to-
we're like
For
home
this little-
aloning this
little trap.
fairy.
Pretty much, yeah.
It would take you 9 hours to get to good meat and back.
Yeah, I don't think that would be again such a good idea.
So we're expecting someone
Yeah.
to come upon the ship.
We're
Yeah.
thinking invisible dude might come back.
Ah, yes,
So-
yes.
We killed one. There were a total of 14 bedrolls, I believe.
I just have a couple of questions for him. That's all.
Well, we
Let's
can,
just hope not all 14 come back.
We'll
Ah.
just listen for how
Maybe
many
we
people
do.
trip.
I'm sure they won't stop after the first one.
No, absolutely not.
They keep coming. Whoa!
I really want to lay like right at the bottom of
Yes.
people to trip. But I feel like that would be too obvious. Okay, so
we
we're
wanna
I
gonna.
think we just wait.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
setting up shop, right? Like in
Yeah.
the cabin.
Waiting for a little.
Oh,
Well,
I would
Do we want
We
to set
could
up
wait-
shop in the cabin or
we could wait.
outside?
We can wait below deck,
blow that.
so that when they come in, they'll slip. We'll hear them, and then we can run up and
Ah, yes.
stab the one that's on the ground,
This
and
is,
then maybe surround them. Have a couple people wait outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we stay inside, I'm afraid that like 8 of them will show up at one time, and then we're fucked. So
Yes,
we wanna
we
wait
have,
outside?
we have a
from,
bottleneck. We have the doorway and we have the stairs.
oh, yes. So we make sure they all
So if
stay
they- if
in
they
doorway and
If
cannot
they
get
walk
around.
into the cabin and one of them slips and falls, they'll kind of be stuck there a little bit, and then we can fight them there.
All right.
This sounds like nothing could go wrong.
Of course not. Sure, let's hide in the hold.
Well, if you have a better plan,
I
I'm
don't.
happy to hear it.
I really don't. Other than sitting outside in the cold.
And then you are very in the open. So it is 6 of one hand, half dozen of the other.
trap them from either side. And
Let's
I'm
just wait down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like your idea. I'm not shitting on your idea.
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking it through.
This is a really good way to pass time, though. We're just like sitting here.
Yeah.
We're like arguing about the plan. And,
Yeah, really.
If you guys take an hour, you get a short rest.
We could use it.
I'll
I
take
could
it.
use
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can sleep in the beds.
There you go.
Do,
Yeah,
we,
let's-
do we actually get a short rest?
let's wait in the hold.
Depends on how long you guys are waiting. So,
I
I
was
think it
gonna
has to
say like
be,
an
like,
hour or so.
an area that we know
Yeah.
is safe.
yeah. So the kind of the way a short rest works is if you are doing like a light activity for an hour, it kind of flows in.
Okay.
So like riding in a carriage or sitting in a tavern actually counts as a short rest as long as you
I'll
don't
take
start a bar
that.
fight, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So after you guys set up the trap, depending on how long you guys want to wait, you could reasonably take a short rest if they don't show up within the hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say like an hour or two.
Sure.
And then after that we can
Yeah.
decide.
Okay.
Okay.
So who's waiting inside? Who's waiting outside?
I'm gonna wait outside, because then I could use my bow.
Ah, yes.
Actually,
Yes.
I'm gonna.
I'm also gonna wait outside because I have ranged attacks. I don't do well in enclosed
Okay.
environments.
Yeah. Then
I,
I'll stay inside.
I will also stay inside. I do not hide very well.
Let the ship
So the
hide
two
you.
of you will hide inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll stay outside so that there's someone to keep them from just rushing these two, I guess.
That's
Perfect.
a good idea, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Us two inside.
Sure.
All right. So the three of you who are staying outside, roll me stealth, and then perception.
15 for stealth.
Okay.
I got a 13 for stealth and a 20 for perception.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got a 9 for stealth.
Wow.
Let's call it. And a 23 for perception.
Okay.
I got a 14 for perception.
Perception. Okay. So Flynn and Ray find 2 stacks of boxes that they kind of tuck themselves behind and sit and wait. And Soren, you looking around, there's only 2 stacks of boxes. So you kind of like look around for a minute and then find a pile of rope and squat behind it. But,
Good enough.
you do realize that you are a little bit taller than it still, but you're not unhidden entirely.
I've done worse.
I could just hide behind you. Actually, I can, as a
That
half.
is technically true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, but then they see him.
No, he'll hide behind the box. I'll hide behind him.
Well,
If that's not too much retcon.
You can, if you want to do that. He will take your stealth roll, and then you need to roll a new one.
Okay. I think mine was better than.
Well, wouldn't he?
yeah, mine was
Yeah.
bad. That's why.
So
Okay.
basically, the way this worked was it was kind of like a hiding spot you guys found.
Okay.
So the 14 was how your
I gotcha.
ability to so you're
Find a good hiding spot.
that 14 is behind the box, and Flynn's basically saying, here, you have this.
You have this
Uh,
hiding
Alright,
spot.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Flynn, then you need to roll a new one.
A new stealth.
Stealth check.
Okay. Oof.
5?
Okay.
You just switched.
Soren looks much more blended in now that he's standing behind these boxes. But you like go to stand behind him, and you realize that Soren's really thin. And like, you're kind of like
you're a little
trying to find the right
pudgy.
angle, but it's not perfect. You feel like you're hidden, but you know it's not.
Soren, lift up your cloak. Come on.
And for your
Well, then
perception checks,
fine.
so you guys, the 5 of you, wait 45 minutes, an hour 15. Nothing happens. If you want, you may take a short rest.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hit dice, whatever else that means for your particular character.
Cool.
So because we can cut this, is this a good time to cut and restart the cameras? How much time is left?
Oh, thank God.
9 minutes.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, perfect.
Why do I have like warlock slots under this short rest? Like, what does that mean? Do I have to select that and then hit short rest, or?
What are they used for?
It says warlock. It just says hit die 1d8 plus 1 total 3.
Oh,
But then it's
that.
got 3 little slots underneath it.
Yeah,
that's
that's
how many
the number of
there.
your hit die you have.
Yeah.
So each hit die you want to use, you have to mark off one of those blocks.
Oh, okay.
Because your short rests refresh some at the end of every long rest,
I gotcha.
or your hit die refresh.
And are we allowed to like roll one, see how much we heal, decide then if we want to use another one, or do we have to?
I'll
Call it all at one time.
I would say call it.
See?
Call it beforehand.
I did 2, which actually took me over what my maximum was.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you
Good.
rolled 2. I was
No,
like,
oh God,
You
no.
said you rolled 2.
I rolled a 6 and a 7.
nice.
the best I've rolled, really,
Ah.
the entire night.
Yeah, I'll use 2.
I was at like 17, so.
Glad to have you back.
All right. Everybody healed up?
Yes.
Okay. As you're sitting and watching, you don't see anything coming towards you. You now that you are primed to know what you're looking for, you're keeping an eye on the snow, watching for footprints, but nothing catches your eye. However, after about an hour and 15 minutes, starting at an hour through the hour 15 mark, you start to notice people moving down the docks towards Town Hall. And you from that direction you hear a commotion starting.
Oh.
Just the noise of people, and it begins to increase over time.
What if we go see what that is? Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
And we come out of the boat.
I'm going to try and pick up my 300 ball bearings.
Oh my god.
That's fine. You pick them up.
Blaine.
You pick them up successfully.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Gotta get them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta.
Yep. Gotta catch 'em.
Did Flynn ever tell you that in Succumber he was the best counter in the land?
That's a story for later. You're spoiling the whole thing.
What's that game where you like throw the ball down and grab as many
Oh, Jack.
jacks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pro Jax player. All right, you gather your ball bearings and you begin to make your way towards Town Hall
Life by your ball bearings.
and kind of following the as you make your way back into town proper, the trickle of people becomes almost like heavy groups, much like the public execution that you saw. And the closer you get, the denser the crowd becomes until you're having to push your way through. You guys do strike a fairly imposing force as compared to the average person, so people tend to get out of your way.
Can't imagine there were too many Goliaths hanging around.
Make way, heroes here, coming through.
As you push your way through the crowd to the town square, and come out onto this big open area where people haven't dared to step, and you spot the two of you would recognize Zoria and Ray would recognize the barkeep, the owner of the Wet Trout Tavern, a white dragonborn by the name of Nemetra Miskin. Who you would have met during your time because she's the only one who runs the bar.
Yep.
While you guys were hanging there, standing in front of 4 thugs, and each of them is holding what looks to be a much more normal townsperson. They are tied up and being held in front of them, and she looks around and shouts, "All right. Everyone's here for the party. I'm so glad. These people, they thought they could get away, but no, not here, not in East Haven, not in my town. Oriel demands sacrifice, and she will get it. Sefik, where are you? I know you're out there."
Holy God.
And from the edge of the crowd across from you guys, you do see the familiar figure of Sefik Caltro step to the front. Just kind of gliding in between people, hands in his pockets, and he looks at you and goes, "You know, this isn't how I like to do things." He goes, "I don't really care. You're getting sloppy and slow, so come on out." And he walks out towards her. And he glances at each of them. Roll perception for me,
All of us?
Everyone?
everyone.
I use passive.
What's your passive?
Like 14.
That's fine.
15.
15? 8?
10.
10?
Just to clarify, is it so? It was like 4 thugs
Mm-hmm.
and 1 person tied up, or
I need.
4 people tied up.
4 people tied up?
Okay, and who is speaking? I'm sorry.
In
Like this. Who is this?
The white dragonborn.
White Dragonborn. Okay. And we don't know who the White Dragonborn is.
You do. She's the owner of
She
the wet
is
trout.
the owner of the White Trout. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I thought there were 2 people. Never mind. Anyway. Okay. 4 thugs holding people. This White Dragonborn, who is the owner of the White Trout, thinks she's in charge of something.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
great.
can assume that.
Great,
I
love it.
rolled a,
Making sure these people get sacrificed.
I rolled a 7,
Okay.
but that fits because Holly is visibly horrified.
So,
So Zoria and Ray see as Sefik glances at each of them. From here, you can see his eyes flash bright blue as he looks at one and then nods, and then looks at the next one, flashes for a moment, he nods, and he goes down the line, and then he sighs, and a sword forms in his hand of pure ice.